Hello, and welcome back to Elden Ring, where last time, I'll not lie, I don't entirely know what we did. Lighting's not having fun in this room, so we're just gonna go over here instead. Um, yeah, so we went into this castle by not the main door. I'm fairly certain we were meant to first come in the castle this way. We instead went all the way down here, into this place, all the way up here, and around, and into here. Did an underwater, or I guess previously underwater area. We then came up a lift, and now I'm out here, fighting a boss, so some kind of knight who rides around in a boar. And that's... I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's where I'm meant to be. Okay, lighting is not happy in this room, apologies for that. I don't know how to fix it. We've not got any level ups because yes, we were fighting this boss when we left off. So, this boss, as far as I'm aware, isn't meant to be fought while mounted, like on horseback or anything. Also, where are my roots? Here we are. You just block that, we're fine. To figure out his patterns again. This should be okay. I can get a nice parry in there, or a guard counter, sorry. This is his big combo. We just hold off for a second, then we do a counter. There we are. He keeps too far away from me to hit him there, that's fine. Too far away again. We're doing all good. Doing all good, even if he does get a bit of that weird gravity magic on me. I'm just busy trying to refigure out what he actually does. His combo, I remember that one. Got past my shield slightly, which is not ideal. I think I got a chance to heal while he's turned around. I mean, we're able to get some counters in here. It's not too bad. Just blocks, we don't take any damage, because he can one-shot me with that charge if I get hit wrong. So yeah, we want to be careful. Doing all good, friend? I don't know if you are. But I'm doing mostly good. Which is nice. I do think I would quite like to get some healing in. I can get a quick bit now. Never mind, I could not. I tried. We're managing fine though. I haven't had my physic flask yet, which I should have at some point. I'm just waiting for a good opportunity. His combo, I just hold off on doing any counters. Now we're fine. Okay, this is going okay for a first attempt this stream. I'm still trying to relearn how he works. But I think I've kinda got the groove of it. I think I do. Like, we're able to get our guard counters in here. This is working out fine. See? Even knocks the guy down. Lovely. Just put up my shield for a second. Because he is going to try and attack me. Then he's going to do this. Where I pop my physic flask now. And he goes up into the air. I try and dodge it. I think I did an okay job there. I might have just guarded. I don't entirely know what happened. He's doing his combo. He does get a small amount of damage through my guard when he has his buff with this. It's a little annoying. I can manage it. Avoid that black hole thing that he puts out. Managing. I quite like to get a heal on, so I'm getting a bit low. know what? Still higher health than I was a second ago. I'm not upset. Got counter there. Got counter again. Roll away. There we are. He's running low on stamina. He's doing his combination. And you never heal. Which means doing a dodge roll and then hoping. Hoping kinda worked. I think got off better than before. But I'm not convinced that's worked, because I've fallen off. Hey, Tuna, good to see you. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. You had a lovely weekend. And a good Monday as well, because I believe it is currently Tuesday for you, technically. I don't know if I'm going to get my runes. They are quite far away. Can I just, yeah, get on my horse briefly. I don't want to stay on my horse, I just want to get my runes. Which I'm vaguely aware are here. Trying to avoid him. Got my runes. I'm happy with that. Get off the horse. Hello, Mr. Big old boar and night boss. I'm quite enjoying this fight. Like, all in all, I'm enjoying it. I thought perhaps it might get a little boring, you know, with Big Pig, but thankfully not. I'm sorry, I saw the pun, I went for it. It wasn't a very good joke. I think it was worth it. Let's try and get my stamina back. We're doing fine. Just need him to do an attack counter. There we go. A good few counters in here. I'm quite happy. Heal up at this point. I know I could have gone for more attacks. I will take a solid heal when the chance presents itself quite aggressively now. So I've somewhat figured out his attack patterns. So we do need the heals. I'll just quickly do my flask. He goes into the sky. I just guard against this, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I need to get away from this black hole thing. This is fine. I'm taking a bit of damage, but that's just because he bypasses my guard slightly nowadays. Got a counter. This is bad. Yeah. I didn't realise my stamina was so low. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not too upset over that. I think that is perfectly acceptable as a loss. Although it does raise an interesting idea, which is, I mean, I'm doing a lot of guarding. I'm not really using the flamethrower on this shield. I have another shield I could go over to, because I know this one's better, but yeah, no, we don't have enough equip load, we don't have enough strength. But in theory, I don't know, is it magic damage that we're dealing? Because that would be better against, like, everything except from fire, and I don't think it's fire damage. I need to level it up, because it needs the guard boost. But in theory, that could be the way to go if I'm not using the flamethrower. Argument could be made that actually that just means I should be instead using... Okay, I don't know, I was trying to find where my runes were. I don't actually remember where I died. I died kind of towards the edge, I think. I see it. I see where I died. It is kind of to my right immediately. Now behind me, I think. I don't know what's going on entirely, but there's my runes. I spotted them. They're now behind me, definitely. Now next to me. There we go. I found it eventually. I get a quick heal. Alright. We can now try and fight him properly. I'm going to try and bring my runes closer to the entrance. That was dangerous. I didn't expect him to immediately charge after that. This is fine, just keep making way towards that entrance. Had his big combo. This is fine, I just want to try and get some stamina back, which I now have. Get a bit of heal. Okay, we're close enough to the entrance. I'm confident I can get my runes whenever I die, which I will die. Probably. Hopefully not, but maybe. But now we don't need to worry about my runes so much on deck. It's actually quite accessible. There we go. That's fine. We can now fight him properly this attack. Because I can just go grab my runes immediately. It's going to be a lot kinder. Yeah, I don't know. It might be worth raising my stats towards that shield. For the most part, I'm very happy with this flamethrower shield. But I can definitely see why, like, the other shield would be better in a lot of circumstances. Because I'm not often using the flamethrower part of this shield. As fun as it is, and as useful as it is when I use it, it's not really something I'm desperate to keep hold of. Like, it does the job. It does the job. Ouch. Yeah, that is what I always worry about, where he can get a little extra damage in with that attack. I thought I'd got my shield up in time there, apparently I had. Doing his combo. It's broken my guard, we just sit around for a second. That was close, I almost died there. Thankfully I didn't. Get a counter on that second one. Oh, the fact he hit me is quite annoying there. We can do a light tap. Yeah, I shouldn't be going for counter in the first one. Sometimes he only slams the ground once, but sometimes he does the charge. I should just not do the counter on the first attack. That is not the way to go, I don't think. This fight's going fine. This fight's going fine. Considering I've not done any warm-up prior to this, and not played in a week, I'm not upset at all about this. I think I'm doing perfectly good. Parry to that. Counter, sorry. I'm starting to get the terminology correct. I am. No, I chose a bad thing to heal there. I thought he was just running around. I've never seen him attack to, like, his left-hand side, really. But no, he did it. He did it. He took advantage of me. My moment of weakness. How terrible. I do need to beat this guy, though, because there's a big door over there. I'm imagining he comes through initially. That leads me up to whatever that big building is. So we do need to beat this guy at some point. We don't necessarily have to beat him now, there is more stuff to do in the current area I'm at. So I'm not too upset if I kind of give up on him for a moment. So the big combo. Did not hit him with the counter, sadly. Got my runes back, however, which is nice. Couple counters. Do a charged couple of attacks. There we are. Counter was a bit ambitious, it would not hit him. That was less ambitious, but still didn't hit him. I do kinda need to heal though. Which typically now is a good enough time for it. We wait until he does his second thing, there we go. Which, that hurt. But we're fine. We're managing. He's gonna charge at me? No? No, he's just doing a stone is apparently what he's doing. Nice counter there. This is fine. Nice bit of damage there. I can heal. Not wrongly, but I didn't die. I still didn't die. Now I did. I don't know how that, like, first couple attempts went so much better. Clearly, I've just gotten worse at the game over the last few minutes. That is all that has happened. You know, this time, grab my runes immediately. Now we just continue to wait. I don't know. Arguably, if I have like a longer range weapon, like I know I don't, because it's important. I'm not ever going to. Would this fight be doable on horseback though? I think maybe. I don't know. I typically don't do the fights on horseback because I tend to have more ranged weapons. If I had like a spear similar to his, or I guess this is like a lance, so if I had something like that, like say I was using the torch pole still, maybe it would be doable. Start making my way back towards the door I started at, is what I'm currently trying to do. Because he kind of got me away from it. Doing this combo. That's fine by me, because we got a counter. Another counter there. Another counter? And he's knocked down. I think a heavy and a light attack. That's fine by me. A bit of damage. I can heal and hope I'll be fine. This is going okay. Next time I knock him down, I'm gonna try using flamethrower on my shield, see if it is any good. Because it doesn't strike me as someone who is vulnerable to fire. Work. Ouch. He just bypassed my shield by hitting around it. This is okay. It's almost fallen over. If I can just get like one more guard counter, I can get a heal in. Oh, that just killed me. Even through my guard. That's a shame. I'm not fighting this guy very well, am I? Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine. Get runes. There we go. Get rid of a little bit of the scenery. I mean, he gets rid of it himself, so I don't need to be too worried. I just don't want to get caught up on stuff if I can avoid it. He's doing his combo. Fine. Somehow didn't take damage there. I don't know how. He does 2 hits I can counter. There's a second hit I can counter. There we go. It's the charge after a second hit. Not that I've noticed anyway. My guy just didn't use his shield. Didn't know what happened that time. My shield was up. Did I just get unlucky? I don't know. Like, kind of just hit me around the shield somehow. Did I unlock from him? I wouldn't have thought so. Never left my line of sight. Like, that should have been fine, unless like one of these little holes did something. Doing combo right off the bat. Alright. That's unusual, but I won't say no to that because I know how the combo works. A bit more stamina. He hits once, then the more charges and I take damage anyway. Am I not holding the button for my shield? I thought I was. I don't know. It seems some of these attacks are just dealing damage I don't think they should be. One hit the board. That's another one. That's a second, so I can do a counter. Do a counter this one. Counter there and I'll be knocked down. I heal. I get one heavy attack. A light? Nah, I should have just gone for one heavy. One hit. Okay, that's fine. We can heal. Yep, it's just safe to do that. He's doing multiple more hits. It's fine. Let's try and keep him back this way somewhere. I'm gonna say that's probably when he does the slab. A one bore hit. I'm not getting anything after the slab a second, but I can counter. I might be slightly mistaken about that. I might be able to do the counter happily, but nah, I don't want to risk it. Really should be going into the second phase, and I had my shield up, my dude. That shouldn't have damaged me as much anyway. It might have damaged me a little bit. I'm really confused at that. How does he bypass my shield? Like, I can understand, sure, if he's swinging his weapon, it comes in from another angle, but how does his board did that? Like, how does that work? Also, I should have just focused on my rooms. There we go. We've got them now. Now I can focus on the boss. Counter. Counter again. That's a one bore hit. Ouch. I think I just heal here rather than going for a counter. He's doing his combo. Combo where I was too far away to actually hit the guy is a bit annoying. Get a few good counters in there though. There we are. Pick one heavy and heal. There's one bore hit. His second was just murdering me slightly. Which is a bit mean for a second board hit. But okay. Now I can heal up here, he's gone a bit far away. Thought I'd give it a go. Dodging out the way of that just was instant death. You do not dodge out the way of it. I don't know how you're meant to fight this guy if you're not using a shield. Like, I really don't know. I mean, I am using a shield, thankfully. But, I don't know, it seems weird. Also summon you. You might help. I'm not really using my FP anyway, so I'm not too upset if he doesn't help. One more hit. He didn't do a second. That's a 1. That's another 1. Take that as a second, I can go for an attack. Knocks him down, getting plenty of damage on him. I think Spectral Steve is helping as well. I'm a bit worried for Spectral Steve, who seems to be taking some of the aggro. I'm trying to keep it. That was 1 bore hit. He's just going to murder Spectral Steve, yeah, okay. I mean, I was worth trying to save him. I don't know if it paid off trying to save him. But I would have felt that. I would have felt that. This is his combo, but the game goes up per second. Thankfully, I am still alive. Counter there. Counter again. We use the physic. Scarred against this. There we go. Jump attack is not right there. That is 1 hit. I really need to be able to heal. There we go. Because he slightly bypasses my defenses now, I need that dodge. Make sure I'm far enough away from his black hole. That was not good. He got a proper hit on me. Thought he was doing a black hole there, he wasn't. I'm thinking for that second phase, is it just I need to approach it like the first phase again, but avoid the black hole? I feel there might be more to it. There might be more. Something's clearly not quite working. Also, where did I die? I thought I was just outside the kind of entrance. Yeah, let me run away from you briefly, Mr. Boss Guy. Where the hell did I die? I see it. It's just down here. Ah, I've missed it. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yeah, I thought I died closer to the wall than that. That one's on me, I think. That's definitely on me. But it means I no longer need to actually worry about my runes, so yeah, maybe a blessing in disguise. Immediately he does a combo. One of those bits of the combo hit me, weirdly. That was his ranged ones. We dodge the ranged ones. It actually bypasses me a little bit. That's one bore hit. That's another one bore hit. That's a second. You can counter. Counter that. I heal. I go for a light tap. One bore hit. It's not count. That's a charge. It doesn't have any counterable. Dodge his ranged attack. One bore hit. Does not have a counter. Heal up again. Go for a heavy attack. The window's too far away. One bore hit. It's not followed by another, so we don't immediately do anything. Knocked him down, we heal up again. Go for a light tap, missed again, it's a shame. One bore hit, followed by a charge. Okay, that's fine. Dodge his projectile. We've got it figured out. He's going for his combo now. He's continued to kind of back off slightly, get a count at the end, get some stamina back. Managed to dodge that, was somewhat impressive. He's doing his combo again, stand still for this last bit so I can be close enough to counter. Don't know why I dodge roll there, that is like the least safe thing to do in that situation. Worked out. Got a one bore hit, not followed by another, but we get a counter, or counter. Pop my physic. That one did considerably more damage than it has in the past while my shield's been up. I don't know why. Managing though. Not managing amazingly though, I won't lie. Dodge his range stuff. Go dodge there. That was a one bore hit, not followed by a second. I should not have gone for a light tap there. I thought I could do something. Still alive. So it's all good. There's counter. One bore hit, followed by second, so we counter the second one. Go up quick. I guard. Again, got hit more by that than usual. One bore hit is not followed up, so we do not do anything. I feel a little cheated here. I can't see what's going on. I'm inside of the boss. What was I meant to do if I'm wedged in a corner? Okay, you know, that one wasn't on me. A lot of these I will chalk up to my own mistakes, but not that one. Ah, that's fair. I can grab the non-existent things that I lost. You know, if I don't need to be fighting by the door, don't. Make a bit more space for myself so that doesn't happen. Going for a combo. I missed the counter. Damn it. I'm managing some. Then he just bypasses my shield there with the weird angle thing. I very much would like to heal. I'm gonna keep going until I knock him down, hopefully. One more hit and then he charges and... Yeah, if he breaks your shield when he's doing that charge, I don't think you have a way to come back from that. Okay, again, get a bit of distance away from the door, so we don't get stuck against the wall. One more hit. About a second. He's doing his combo. Is actually a little worried. He's quite low on stamina. We're doing fine enough though. I don't know why I tried to counter his ranged attack. That feels like a silly thing to try and counter because I was not really close enough. He's doing a combo. This is fine as long as I continue going. Even got my counter in properly this time. One more hit does not really lead to anything. Can heal up because he's created some distance. One more hit. Do you have a second? No, we don't. One, two. We do a counter. I kind of panicked there because we dodged his attack, not meaning it. But I didn't mean to. I'd rather if I do something right, I did it on purpose, because otherwise it throws me off. Got someone in chat, your headphones aren't working. I'm not gonna type in the chat. It's a common thing bots approach with. I apologise if you're not a bot, but I am not most trusting when it comes to people starting their very first message being that. I've seen that word for word before. Managing. Actually, we're not really. This is going really bad with the tanks. Heal a bit more. Get one more hit, not a second, so we don't do anything. Dodge. Ranged one. We can possibly count that as a second boar hit. Whenever he does that slam there. He's doing his combo. I'm kind of against the wall. I'm not the fondest of this. It's one boar hit. He's not a second. He's doing a charge. Void ranged attack. Ouch. Ouch again. Just skirted around me seemingly. Yeah, I wasn't going to avoid that explosion. That's a shame. That's a shame. mean, I'm having enough fun fighting this guy. He's not very exciting, guys. I think I'm just taking a lot of damage from him when I do get hit. I think that's the only real thing. It's not like a bad boss. I'm enjoying it. We're gonna try this. And it works. Not amazingly well, but kind of. Again, that does not lock onto the right part. I can't properly block when he does that part. That is annoying. I'm not thinking flamethrower is the way to go either. That didn't feel correct to me. Might have been okay. It might have. If I just summon him. Anyway. Steve will help, I'm sure. Counter that one. Go. Going fine. Less so for Steve. I think Steve's dead. I'll take this as a chance to heal. He did something. I don't know if he did a lot, but he did something. Getting my counters. He's been knocked down. Just wait for my stamina. Get one big hit in. There's one boar attack and charge. Okay, that is why you don't counter when you do the boar attacks, only the ones. Counter that one, however. One boar attack. Two, so that gets a counter. Surprised didn't go for a stab there. Normally he follows up with a thrust towards me after those two swings. That's normally what he does after those swings. Knocks him down though. One hit, heal. That attack you don't see very often, where he does the weird, like, 180 turn. Want to walk towards him when he does this to not take damage. It's very weird. As long as you don't get hit by him immediately, you seem to actually do better. Even if I did get hit by him immediately, I would do better. Get some of my stamina back. He's thrown a black hole, just keep a bit of distance. One more hit, we don't do anything. This is fine. That was his ranged attack. I was going to try and dodge it. Honestly, I'd rather play it safe. This one worries me, but we're okay. Counter. Counter. I'm a bit worried here. I'm going to try and focus on stamina and maybe a bit of dodging. Heal up. We're fine. I was a bit worried there because we're caught in the back hole, but no, we're fine. There's a lunge. It's a very quick lunge. One boar hit, we don't counter. He just whiffs of that attack quite often. He's going to go into the sky. We go towards him. He wants to be close to where he lands. Yeah. One light tap. That was his 2 boar hits, so the second being a charge. We're fine. Heal up. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. That could have been a parryable moment or a counterable moment, but I'd rather not because it's in low on health and I want to risk it. This is him doing his combo. Very happily get a counter in there. We dodge his ranged attack. He's going to do a thrust. He does not do a thrust. Okay. Doing fine. I really don't know how to like track him sometimes. He just jumps all over the place, doesn't he? Heal up, I've got plenty of healing. I'd rather not be within killable range if I don't get unlucky with one of his attacks. Counter there. There's a one bore hit, he's not roll for a second, so we'll do a follow up. Got a counter in there, lovely. Fine, I'd quite like to get a heal in. That was a good chance because he's just whiffed that. Is all okay. He should be doing a boar slam and then I can counter it. Counter that one. Counter that one. He's knocked down. I think one hit and a light tap. So stamina's a bit low, I didn't want to risk it getting any lower. We should have a chance to heal here while he turns around. This is going fine. We're very close to having it actually beaten. We're not going to get cocky though, we're not going to pay attention to his health bar for the most part. A bit of distance. Nice counter. Nice counter. Just dodge away. You heal a little. Bit up the shield. Perfect. Light tap. Counter. He's gone. That went very well. Get a remembrance for him. He was a legend who we felled, apparently. I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll go activate his Sight of Grace. But I don't want to actually go up to that area to the north just yet. Yeah. I feel a bit rude saying I don't want to, but I don't think that's where I'm going just yet. I think where I'm going is if I want to go back into here and then go up the lift. Was it? Or is there a door? Something like that. I can't quite remember. Possibly both. Get a lift. I don't know quite how high this goes. I know I came down it before, but I don't remember. Got a cool face to look at him. He is lovely. You got my guy as well. He was also lovely. Send that back down. Yeah, this is where I want it. That door. If that door's not open, something tells me you open it from inside. Which means I'd want to actually be back here. and then exploring all of this. Which, in turn, means I actually want to go explore these two things first. Those seem interesting to me. I want to get our level up as well. I need to remember to do that. I'll do that once we've closed in. Because yeah, what do I want to level? Did need more strength. It gives me more damage as well. How much strength did I need total? 48. So we're close. We are very close. Yeah, site number 1. If I go up to this little camp. Yeah, got a bunch of people on horses. Got Ember of Mesmer. Which isn't particularly anything exciting. What's up with this? And their statue. Have you got a flaming torch in the weapon? It's more of a flaming spear, but okay, no, there are a lot of you. Just there we go. That's why we use the flamethrower shield. And that just had a circuitry fragment. I should have come here ages ago. Okay, cool. I'm definitely not going to say no to that. Can we go inside of any of these tents? It looks like this one we can. Well, there's not anything in here. Okay, cool. Tent has been explored. Exciting times, I know. More importantly, what if I avoid Mr. Knight on his horse? We've got a lobster! I don't think we've seen many lobsters in the DLC, have we? We've seen crabs. I think. I think I remember crabs. We've seen bear. Definitely there's been a large bear. Why is there just a lobster? Hello, big fella. How you do? You somewhat chill? Just want to grab the loot off of these corpses. Don't mind me at all. Just a rune. Some beast bone. Yeah. He seems fairly chill. He gets to survive. I would be tempted to murder him, because he does seem quite out of place, but nah, he's chill. I will leave him be. That is fine. Yeah, we're approaching what I was interested in. There's also that tower. Which I think we did actually investigate all of. This is the rock of the base of the tower is on. Is there anything here? I mean, immediately, mushroom is about it. We can get back on the horse. I think if we are just exploring, I don't think there's any immediate enemies. Continue following this around. Where... Oh, well, we came across a friendly one of you earlier. I can't lock on. Have a talk. Got a lovely, lovely cookbook from him. It's weird that he's just friendly. Normally those guys aren't friendly. But yeah, what's going on here? I'm seeing a whole bunch of bats in the distance. This guy is fighting something. Demi-humans? Immediately, yeah, there is someone else. I'm hearing one of those treasure scarabs. There's also a way down. Okay. It's interesting, but I kind of want to get on top of this building. How would I go about doing that? Or would I? Is the treasure scarab over here? Sounds louder over here, and it's probably because it's over here, I think, yeah. I'll probably let him escape, honestly. There's a lot of these guys. I'd rather not just die trying to chase after an Ashen War I'm not going to use. Do you run away? Is that him over there? Is this one of the vanishing ones? Or is that a different one? This might be different from what I fought earlier. Just a smithing stone? Not something I need. You, my friend, have picked a bad person to fight. You should really size up your enemies better. You see, I've got a torch. You should have known. But I don't actually know what's happening here. There are a lot of these guys. Just flamethrower. There we go. That's often a good solution. There's still someone shooting me? Eh, we'll leave him be. I'm lazy more than anything here. Like, I could go back and I could probably fight him without too much bother. I'm lazy. Is the very simple matter of fact. Is that a dragon? That is a dragon. Cool, we'll go fight him in a bit. There's not anyone I need to fight just yet. I see it, and there's a guy up there. To whack the fella a little bit. Wait for him to stop so I can actually whack him again. There we go. It's just more somber smithing stones. I don't think I need them. I will go inside of here, however. So I'm curious what's in here. I don't know if this is a mine. It looks kind of mine shafty. It's a forge. Okay. I mean, forges are quite fun, right? I've been in one before and I got a fairly cool weapon. Yeah, a little stealthy. I don't know what's in here. It feels like demi-humans. But there could be slimes on the ceiling. I think demi-humans, at least for now, is a safe bet. Got a lever. Does that open that gate? It does. Okay. That's fine. Get a, I would say a fancy spear. It's like a semi-fancy spear. There are kind of magma slime things further in. I don't think they're on the same side as the demi-humans. So there's a good chance I'm just going to get XP as I walk through here and the enemies kill each other. I mean, you got little hidey holes so you don't get stabbed by him shooting you. But all in all, he's not awful when it comes to that. That's fine. So why is there a hidey hole? This feels like I'm about to be ambushed. There is you. Who... I mean, are you defending a ladder? No, you're just kind of, in the way. Is that like all he's gonna do? Because that is a nuisance to fight, potentially. I need to get behind him and then whack him. Ouch. Okay, that wasn't great. Heal up. We're fine. That's all good. Knock you down a little bit. Just guard while we try and get behind him again. Ouch. That very much hurts if he hits you properly. Okay, charge attack knocks you down. There we go. Ouch, that's again painful. Not as painful as the other attack. Still not very nice of him. Knock you down. And we're safe. Okay, now what else do we do? Smithing stone 2. It's all well and good. There's a door up there. Does that door lead back into the room I've just been in? I don't think it did. No. Which means there's a way to get there. Which is probably from somewhere beyond that gate, 'cause it doesn't look like you can climb over the gate or anything. How best I climb up top? Is it just a case of we jump up? No. We do not have anywhere near enough height. In which case, we just need to run along here. Take a dive into the side for a second. That guy almost ambushed me. Thankfully he didn't. And, you know, I'm apparently two-handing my shield. That's not awful. In terms of damage, a guard counter while two-handing the shield looks kind of fun. And does a decent amount of damage. It is a bit slower, however. You friendly? No, I was about to think you were, but you're not. Got a ladder. We do not trust the ladder yet. What we do trust is that we're about to be ambushed. Albeit by only one person. I wasn't quite far enough to the rear of him to get that attack in. That's fine. Didn't expect him to do that. Normally these guys have the most agile in their attacking angle. Ah, we're getting our damage in. It's working out. As he stands up, attack him in the back. That last hit, and there we go. I mean, we got a lot of smithing stones, which I very much don't think I need until I find a new torch. I mean, there is that other shield. Like, I have been considering it, as I've said. I don't know if it's any good. Like, compared to a flamethrower, it's not as fun. That much is for certain. Can I climb up there? Seemingly no. Oh, that's sweet. Big rock guy's petting one of the magma slimes. We've just gone and interrupted them both. I'm the mean one here, because I interrupted their bonding time. That's fine, because now the two of them want me dead. Like, I'm justified to attack. Yeah, I do feel slightly bad interrupting those two. They're just having a lovely time. You know, is he protecting anything down there? Do I need to fight him? He's kind of an annoying enemy to fight. He takes a while. He's protecting something. Somber smithing stone? Sure. We'll just leave him be beyond that. Yeah, we'll leave him be. This, however, brings me to the top of something that can possibly be lowered or raised. I'm not sure. It might be that can be lowered or raised. It's not immediately anyone ambushing me from the floor. Instead, they're ambushing me from above. Yeah, coming down, slimes. What if I can probably get you down, at least. Now that hit a chain. What other throwing weapons do I have? Crystal darts uses FP. I'd rather not. Poison build up. Band daggers? It's harder to miss. Yeah, we've hit someone. Does that not trigger all of you? No? You walk in, now I run away. That's still not got anyone to fall down. They're really not wanting to come down for it. I'm assuming walk up to the item, now they fall down. Smithing talisman. Not talisman, not expected, but definitely something nice to have. Keep getting rid of some of these guys. We're fine. I should probably just heal. I've kind of been not paying attention during this fight entirely and just attacking them because they're not the strongest of enemies. But there we go. That has been a fairly profitable room. Not entirely sure what I'll use the smithing stones for, but it has been profitable. Yeah, if I wanted to do anything here, dropping down to this part is what's useful. There is you. I don't know how important they are, but there we go. Got him. He is definitely going to stand up if I get too close. I'll leave him be. Just need to pull this lever. It's not anyone immediately going to jump out at me. And while that door gets lifted, smithing talisman. Weapon throwing attacks are boosted. Interesting one. Not what I think I need, but it's interesting. It is most certainly interesting. Nothing above me. One guy who is just having a nap. Another guy who is very much not having a nap. How much are you going to take a notice in me? Quite a lot. Can I get you out of the room? I don't want to fight two of them at once. That is kind of my main concern right now. This corridor isn't a great spot to be fighting, is it? Can I even bypass him? I'm just trying to get behind him. Yeah, because he's slow. If I now just crouch and I continue on my way. This is largely safe. That is not somewhere I want to drop down. These guys are both being a bit of a mess. I think we just run away. However, what it doesn't answer is how you get up there. How do you get to that door? I'll briefly hide over here while I look at what I've picked up from them. Was it a weapon? Certainly an interesting looking thing, whatever it was. This. A circuit. Okay. It's pretty good for guarding. All in all. I don't know. It's a fancy type of weapon. It's a backhand blade. Which I don't think I've seen many of. I only had, as far as I noticed, any one other in my inventory. These guys really gonna keep trying to fight me? Seemingly, yeah. You know, if they followed me all the way out here, I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna see if I missed anything. Watch this. How did that guy die? By jumping. Yeah, I thought that was death. That one died from jumping too? Oh no, he died from the other fellas. Okay. Die from jumping? Nah, he was busy fighting. Because I don't think there's anything more in this room, which means I've missed something. Somewhere. How do you get to there? I don't know. I don't know how you get up there. Like, presumably, you can get up there. Because there's like a door. But also, like, there's a bit of a passageway back there. It's not actually, as far as I can tell, anything of interest. But there is probably something. Did I miss something maybe here? I'll take you out just to make sure I can explore in peace. I do feel bad because this is a guy who's just like petting his little slime friend. Let's wait for him to stand up. Get another attack in. So you can just quite happily cheese these guys. Down he goes. There we are. We've definitely been up. There wasn't anything hidden here, right? Just testing the walls just to be safe. There's a slime inside of the lava. Don't think I have to go fight him. I should be okay. That makes me think best way to do this would be like jumping over there. This isn't like an illusory wall. No. No hidden path ahead. I missed something from up this kind of elevation. I mean, yeah, I can maybe jump across onto that bit of door, but that doesn't help. There is something up above me here. There's a hole. Or is that a hole or is that just an archway? There's an entire room that I have missed. What's this? Does that raise this? Just in case. It does. Okay. And what does this do for me? Does this benefit me in some way? No? Why am I allowed to do that? I don't know. My guess is that is your way to get out if you trap yourself inside. Meaning there's a different way in. So this is the first chamber, there could just be another way down. Like, it would have to be... Bless me. Bless me again. It'd have to be just ahead of me about here, I think. And I didn't miss anything incredibly obvious in this room. Don't think I missed anything hidden in this room. Which makes me wonder. Does this do anything else? Like, it raises that. Is that it? Yeah, seemingly. Also, there should not be light shining down. There is not a hole in the ground above me. Unless there was. Maybe. I mean, I'm not allowed to fast travel out, for whatever reason. I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed. It's a weird area. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't. So there's definitely a chamber I have not been inside it. I'm not sure. I think I head on up, at least. I'm not gonna rest. I don't want all demi-humans to spawn back. Especially if I'm just searching for things. Yeah, it'll be somewhere in this direction. If there is a hole in the ground. And it could potentially be in that kind of direction as well, like on that hill where all of those guys are gathered. I'm gonna head towards where the dragon is, because that feels more so correct to me. Oh, this isn't a demi-human, this is a mystic organism thing. I've been calling them demi-humans. There is a difference, I think, somewhere. God, this guy is a pain to fight, especially on a hill. Just anyone who flies is an annoying enemy in my mind. Why is that dragon having a tantrum over there? That is something I'd like to find out. Maybe he was missold PPI. That might be it. Could you imagine? I don't think that's what it is. I don't feel this guy's bought into any of that. I mean, he's fighting against what looks to be a whole bunch of the Mesmer forces. But none of them are actually taking damage. This is all just scripted, like, immortality over there while they're fighting. I think it is anyway. Until I get involved, that is not going to be something that resolves itself. Now there's a possibility inside of that tent at the camp. There is a way down. I'm gonna sneak on over. I don't actually want to fight the dragon right now. Though we are now taking damage. We've gotten close enough. It's not inside of here. There's a fire I can step in. That'll summon someone to fight. But I don't think this is what I'm looking for. As much as I do want to fight the dragon. I'm focused on something else right now. And this dragon is not conducive to what I'm wanting to do. So yeah, we'll just continue ignoring him. Yeah, I'm safe over here. There are ruins next to me, which I don't think I've explored. This feels a bit too far away to drop down to where I'm hoping to go, but... The Murph Ruins. Yeah, no, this is definitely a separate area. This hasn't got your misbegotten. I mean, big square structure here might have a way down. Does not strike me as having a way down. Knock this fella over, however. And to get rid of you first, now I can focus on the rest. Ouch, did not notice everyone else coming in. Good luck. God, they are just relentless of those attacks. Just flamethrower quickly. There is barely any of them in that pool. That is annoying. Yeah, one down. Got you. I don't have to murder them all. I feel like I should. I'll be doing it. Yeah, we don't have to technically murder all of these guys. I could just run around them and kill them. This is all good. There we go. One more guy? One more guy. Both tried to do a jump attack and they both failed, so I'll just do a pretty standard guard counter. So he stole his bow. But how do you get down into that other area? I'm really confused. There's something I've missed down below, I think. And it doesn't feel like it's up here. Now the dragon's very much not happy with any of them. I'm gonna just watch for a while. He's not dealing a lot of damage to ones who have shields on them, I think is what's going on. honestly, he's doing quite well. I've got my faith in the dragon to win. But it's not what I needed. I'm eating away underground. That leads me to roughly here, but underground. Is there anything up this way? I've not been up this side. We're a crowd of flying misbegottens. Hmm. Oh, little face. Ones with red faces are going to be less friendly, I'm assuming. They're all just protecting our little tortoise. You know what? We'll leave you to it, my guys. That's fine. Like, yeah, definitely dragon down there. Boar, do you mind? I was gonna let you live, but then you went and attacked me. What am I missing? There's definitely something down there. It's not up here. I've been towards the dragon. I've not really explored its area in its entirety. I think it's the best bet I've got. I kind of don't want to just run on back to Saintly Grace. So I guess we're just gonna fight him. Stay crouched for now. So I would like to do that. Normally activates someone to come out and fight me. Not this time. And I don't know if the dragon cares too much for me at this point. So I will largely ignore him. Very quickly I have a peek over here, because it's got some interesting looking trees. I mean, I know what this place is. You had to go down a sinkhole in order to actually get to the place seemed to be. Back, I want to fight, actually. You normally have something if you've got a pot. He's got a fragment, cool. I don't much care for this guy. Fine enough. I say it's fine enough, it's not. I still really like him. He's a pain to fight because he jumps around everywhere. His wide sweeping attacks, which I struggle to read. He's using that backhand blade which I found in those ruins. Ouch, there's a dog as well now. God damn it. It's fine, we've got the Sakatry fragment. I'm happy. I don't know how you do that though. How do you get to the hidden kind of part of this area? Break as many pots as I like, it doesn't help. Does it? No. I don't know. That's gonna bug me. Is what that's gonna do. The only thing I can think of would be jumping down that waterfall. Which I stand by does not seem like a good idea. It's the only thing I've not tried. It did look very jump-offable as well. Okay, got my runes. People are apparently wanting to fight me. So just make a bit of distance. I just want to fast travel back down below. That's all I'm after. It's not letting me do it, so we're just going to continue on up here. There we go. Yeah, we're just going to have to jump down that waterfall. I'll do a level up. So I think we've got one, and then we've not got many runes to lose. But there's more to this place, I know there is. Yeah, we don't have too many runes. I'd be happy enough losing 14k. I'm just gonna make a run towards the waterfall. Hope for the best. Two of them are fighting. Are you gonna continue trying to fight me? Yes, you are. I mean, there's this. Is that what you do? That's what you do, isn't it? I had noticed that before. Because busy trying to avoid those other dudes. That makes sense. There we go. And that gets me to you. Meteoric or greatsword? I want to know what it looks like. I might actually have the prerequisite stats. I'm not going to use it, but I want to know what it looks like. It is a colossal sword. It needs arcane. Comes with white light charge. That does look quite cool. However, it's not a torch. It is not a torch. Yeah, that is officially the end of the dungeon as well. I knew there was something there, I just didn't know how you got to it. I'm glad I figured it out though. Beyond that, then, I did want to investigate over there, then we'll do the dragon. So, dragon. Actually, dragon leads there. Never mind. We're gonna go do the dragon. Is what we're gonna do. Oh, well, I'll head up here. We will kind of avoid the path immediately. Just I'd rather be on the high ground. We can always make our way down. Making our way up is significantly harder. Yeah, there's a guys here who I do want to fight. At least the red ones. Like, is he just trying to grab me with that? Like he's not all in all too bad to murder. I just haven't fought these guys before, so I kind of want to. They have a lot of reach for their pain to fight. Thankfully, they seem quite weak to holy damage. Okay, just block here then. I think honestly blocking does not seem the way to go. We've got a very aged looking tortoise. Hello. Oh, he's a good tortoise. I'm gonna have to kill you because you look kind of unique. It is just turtleneck meat from a very old looking tortoise. I feel bad now. He was surprisingly durable for a tortoise as well. Poor guy. If only it wasn't for people protecting him, I wouldn't have done it. But now I feel like bad guy because I murdered a tortoise for no good reason. They've got a seemingly on that hill opposite me. There's going to be Sakatry fragments. We do want to get over there. There's a site of grace by where I put my marker. There is a site of grace immediately below me. There is... I don't know. Doesn't look like there'd be a boss in there. There might be. But is that kind of big hallway? Kind of above where my head is now? I don't know. Could be something interesting over there. It's not at all guaranteed. And this feels like a way down. Have I finished exploring the bit up here that there is to explore? Yeah, I think I have. In which case, we do want to get to that other side still. But for now, activate the Site of Grace. Because this is a lot closer to that dragon, who I will be wanting to fight. Still feel bad for that tortoise. Poor guy. He's just living his best and longest life. He looks very old. Yeah, that path leads to the dragon. Anything else to explore down here without going into the castle? Or fort? Or whatever it is? There is you. Not come across one of you in a long while. What are you doing out here? You don't seem to be anything all that special. Just the usual kind of thing. Possibly you deal more damage. I mean, you've always been a nuisance. Maybe you're even more so now. This is fine enough. Let's do the spin. Is that the sound of another one? That was the sound of another one. I don't know if I want to fight two of you. Oh, if we can get that one to murder this one, would be nice. Got him. I think two of them were kind of attacking each other. So there we go. Gets me a fancy tier 3 Shadow Realm room. That one gets me a tier 4. So I'd say that's pretty good. They're marked as rarer items, so they might not respawn. And also, is that a... That can't be. That looks like one of those kind of legendary or completely unique kind of items. It is. What's that doing here? On just a corpse. A blessing of Marika. Oh, that sounds useful. Completely restores HP. You not find some of those before? Maybe. I don't know. But we can take our horse down. Oh, and that's how you get to that lower segment down here. You know, that's more interesting than that dragon. I'm gonna go down here. There's even further down as well that you can go. Oh, this is interesting, okay. I know going down isn't normally the most interesting, but this is one of the few times I'm quite excited about it. Because I'd not spotted any other way to go down. That being said, I'm not really spotting another way to go down that is any safer. No? Is it just this little ledge I get? There's a little house down there and everything. Can I like follow along the mountainside? Doesn't seem like it, no. Is there actually anything down there? I want to say I think I see something in the house. I'll not lie, it does look quite empty. Is that messages down there that people have left? I can't quite tell. I'm assuming there's a way down. What are all these messages saying? Why is it always Elden Ring? The whole cliff? Yeah. Down ahead? Look carefully. Try down. Some kind of fancy spirity beast, but also, yeah, down does work. There's something to jump to. If I... had to jump further than that, okay. But, yeah, that's something you can land on. It's hard to know quite how far I'm gonna go when I do that. So it's fine. I'm assuming... yeah, dragon, we'll deal with him at some point. Yeah, these guys do respawn. Because it was just runes. It wasn't anything fancier. If it had been anything like even at all fancier, then sure. But it hasn't been. Ouch, don't murder my horse, please. I need him. Nope, we do not want to go up. I still don't want to go up. What the hell happened there? You know, I've lost my runes, but I'm more interested in what the hell happened. What? I did the jump. My horse then disappeared as I was still coming back down. Because the horse disappeared, I lost my ability to fall down safely. I'm guessing because I clipped the edge of a zone where you're not allowed your horse due to the whole being inside of the castle. Or fort, or whatever it's called. Yeah, drop down here. Yeah, I'm gonna be quite careful in how I do this. It feels... Yeah, you can get up here. Cool. Not what I was aiming for, but... That is cool. That's all well and good. How do I get down? I don't know if jumping down there seems safe. You know what? I'll explore up here. We're not getting any runes at stake. We're safe. This guy's not anything too bad. He's one of those Roman pillar dudes. How many days? Where am I exactly? I don't know. This feels like a slightly hidden part of a dungeon. Yeah, it gets you a chest. With a smithing stone 8. Hooray! I think. This feels like a hooray moment. Can I climb on you? Climb on them. Climb down. Yeah, because that gets me to this. Morphil dying. I think that's a dragon just doing his thing. I mean, what's going on up here? I don't know. I mean, this is where you could have dropped down to from Omen. I'm assuming you would have gone to grab this, you would have jumped down and ambushed. Is normally what would happen. I mean, as cool as the castle is, I'm not really wanting to do it just a second. Now, you know what, it's probably quicker to go to this. Just because otherwise I'm going to get into fights. This isn't what I'm interested in. Okay. On the horse. Horse is going to be going over this way again. And we're not going to go exploring strange places. Not this time. We are largely safe to just walk off up here. We've got the windy effects. Yep, we're safe. Nope, we did not want that. Stop that horse. Horse, I don't think we wanted to go down here either, but... That's safe to do? Huh. Alright. Destroy this. We'll open up that, which lets me go back up. I guess that makes sense. Using that eliminates all fall damage, so I just came down. That's kinda interesting. Yeah, I thought I'd seen something in the house. I wasn't sure what it was. I think it was this ghosty chap. It's also an item, but I'd seen you, ghosty chap. Talisman of Dread, I'm going to immediately have a quick check of that, because that sounds funky. What have I found? It is Potency of Magma. That is a very unique kind of talisman, and how it can be used. O Bale, Tyrant Drake, do your wounds yet ache? Is your fury still yet to crest the zenith? Hurry, hurry and lay it all to waste. Lie waste the proud, the conceited, each, every last one of that arrogant lot. And seeing as he was looking out over this mountain, and the fact there is quite obviously something down here. There's a big dragon up that way. That's pretty fun to look forward to. However, that aside, what exactly have we got going on down here? Because yeah, sure, dragons, castles, mountains, but what about like this weird kind of poison swamp, you know? God, I didn't think of it until now. I've decided to willingly go to the poison swamp. Oh no. I must have gone mad. Why did I willingly go to a poison swamp of all things? It's okay. It's okay. We'll have a quick skirt around on my horse. There's definitely going to be stuff in that direction. You can't see through the mists. Almost definitely there is stuff over that way. I want to investigate this side first. Because I think it'll be less misty. Potentially. Doesn't look any less misty, does it? That's a shame. I was hoping I'd be able to see what was going on around here. This leads up. Wait. Wait, surely not. Is this where I think it is? I don't know. Yeah, this feels like where I thought it was. Have I not been this way? Huh. Okay. Have I just not come down here at all? Have I not been into that building? Now that's interesting. Because that implies I didn't actually have to do that twin sword person, who I very much did not enjoy fighting. Did I not do this? No, I did. Did I just not go down that way ever? I guess I just didn't. Why would I not have gone down there? Feels like a pretty sensible place to go down. It's past me just completely missed this. Which is interesting. That implies I could have been doing the stuff I've been doing this stream considerably earlier. Wait, Festive Grace? Okay, that is one of the few Greases I'm actually going to look into. What the hell is that? Festive? Trace amounts of runes when landing attacks. Okay. Interesting. That is... I don't know. I don't know. Is that good? I'm not going to remember to use it now. What a bizarre place I have just stumbled into and learnt that I could have been in far, far earlier. So if I make my way down here, where does this take me then? I mean, I'm immediately gonna have my shield up. Because, yeah. You got these fellas. Who are, nicest way to put it, a menace. They leave traps everywhere, so I'm just going to accept that I'm poisoned. Accept that I'm poisoned. We've got crabs, we've got poison swamp. What more is there? Was that really all of those little people there were? I'm gonna say yes. In which case I'm just gonna use this. That looks like there's a cave down there. Ah, hey, Shy! When they get online. Ah, the puppy's asleep. You finally get a bit of peace and quiet for at least a moment. Hopefully, the puppy's not been too energetic. But yeah, I'm glad you got a puppy. Like, they're always good fun having small creatures, you know? Whether it's like a kitten or a puppy or any kind of small creature, they're good fun. They're good fun. But yeah, sadly, no D&D stuff tonight, so... I mean, less sadly, it means I can keep going with this. Which, I did start late, I got distracted working on stuff. So, that's pretty good for me. That's pretty good. Do I think I can be bothered fighting a big plant? When he's trying to fight me, he started it. Set him on fire. This is going well. Take care of it for 2 weeks. I mean, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure people will be quite understanding of if you need to disappear to do puppy-related stuff. Because we do need a lot of attention. Ow, that's still triggered. I thought that might not trigger. I thought it had stopped after that first barrage. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, this is easier to get down here than I thought it was. Puppy's still too young? Yeah. I get you. Puppy can't be playing D&D at that age. It's not age appropriate for it. I understand, Shy, don't worry. Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice having a little bit of company, I think. Yeah, from here, I can just head on down to where I was a second ago. Is it down this way? It is. The sleep seems to be quiet. Ah, got me. I mean, you could always do, like, D&D but ASMR, you know? Speak into the mic like this. You're quiet. No, you won't wake a puppy. Like, I don't know if that's a good way to do it. But you could. You could. I don't know how good your mic would be for that. Like, my mic's pretty nice. She'll wake up. I mean, I was speaking quite quietly when I did that. I don't know. I feel like I could get away with it. Just whispering into the mic. Being very quiet. So you don't make much noise. I don't know. I feel you can always use text chat to some degree for D&D. I don't know if you can maybe give her a different room to sleep in so that you don't need to worry about waking her. I'll leave that kind of up to you to figure out. You know, that's good you got a puppy to look after. That sounds like nice fun. The rig's terrible. Ah, never mind then. The mic I've got is, for the price, very good. I'm not going to claim it's an amazing mic, but for the price, it's really good. Like, I spent quite a while looking into a good mic for the price range. You'd stay with her, otherwise she won't sleep. Got ya. Got ya. What have we got here? We have Purple Lily. Not something I recognise. It's interesting. Got the Dew Gem, and what have we got through the tunnel? Where does this lead? Does it lead into this area? And therefore up to those ruins? That'd be interesting. Still raises the question of how did you get down here? There's a down there I would like to get to, including this place. So I don't know. So you'll need sleeping a bit, you're gonna game? Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, if you're just gaming on your own, you can probably keep yourself quite quiet, I'd imagine. Not trusting this big empty room. But I do want whatever this is. Make my way through here. Look to be safe. Where exactly am I? I don't know. I don't have any level ups or anything, because I've not bothered grabbing my runes. I don't have many on me. Elak River Cube. Yeah, it did take me to where I'd somewhat hoped it would. One of these lower down parts. So, first things first. Waterfall, is it a thing I avoid? Or could I do something here? There's quite obviously a jumping segment. Oh boy, I love parkour in Dark Souls games. It is one of my favourite pastimes. To be constantly fearing that I'm going to fall to my death. Just get off the horse, don't trust this turning circle. There we go. So I can do this. I don't know where that's going to go, but it goes further down that. Not like I thought it would stop with jumping between the rocks. I didn't think there'd be any more. We've got some more of these weird fly people. Or I don't know if they're necessarily flies. Some kind of insecty people. Waterfall, which there is not anything hidden behind. But I don't think there's anything hidden amongst the pillars. So we'll leave them be. Although, there's a weird ball around the rock. It's a usable item. Can I like go bowling with it? I don't know. Can I get 3 for 1? Not quite. One parry got me 2 of them, and we just knocked up the 3rd. All of these enemies. One is definitely an enemy. The other 2 might still be enemies. There's another one even further down. Like these guys, they are a nuisance to fight. Down the waterfall does lead me to something actually. There's a big lobster with an item. Can I just burn this guy? I don't like them. The enemies do flying. I don't like flying enemies. Okay, none of these statues are being locked onto, so these are safe. What have we got? Can I scout ahead from here? Yes, we've got one enemy, two enemies, two enemies. I think that is a reasonable amount of enemies. I think that is very much achievable. Let's be careful I don't fall to my death. Enemy up there. They're very much trying to attract my attention and not have me do an attack in this guy. So I'm gonna go and attack this guy. There we go. Okay, no, he's aware where I am. Don't like flying enemies. I do not have the reach to deal with them. Okay. Heavy attack. It's landed. There we go. None of these other ones are enemies. I'm safe to grab this. We do have a way down into the water, which means we can get to the lobster. But does it mean we can get back up? Maybe? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's got the most back-upness to it. If I go further around, I doubt it's going to get any more promising. That just keeps on going. As tempting as it is to not jump down here and fight a lobster. I think we're going to jump down here and possibly fight a lobster. That's a tumbleweed, that's not an enemy. Just always on edge when in these kind of dark areas where it's quite confined. Lobster is meant to grab my attention. I don't think there's anyone else going to jump out. Oh, like a lobster, dude. It's a good start to the fight. I've immediately knocked you down. Counter. Ignore the fact he jumped into a tree. Lobster is gone. It's guarding a smithing stone and nothing behind the waterfall. It's always worth checking though, because I mean I think there's a chance there's something behind the waterfall. I don't know. It's not the best of chances. Also, is that another round rock? It is. More of these. Is it a throwable? It's like a shot put. Used for crafting is what it is. Okay. That might be good, might not be good. I don't know. I don't know. However, what I do know is I'd like to get back up if possible. I don't know if that is possible, so I'm going to quickly check. You know what? There is a way to go down here. Makes me wonder what was along that other path, but it looks like it just drops down. So that's all good. Little jump, make sure I'm safe. So we do have a checkpoint just here. I don't know where I'm going. I didn't have much of a plan this stream, but I very much haven't followed it. I was thinking I'd go in through the front door of the castle where I beat the boss. But I started the stream. Well, that's a nice illustration. I've never actually zoomed out to see that. I started the stream here and thought, okay, we can now go up this way, which feels important. I want to do the rest of this first, so I'm going to go into here. We're going to explore all of this. I then proceeded to think, okay, before we do that then, we're going to do the rest of this kind of area down here, because you got like this little bit down here, the fort, apparently some ruins here which we did. I thought, yeah, do them, then go up here. This is the next place to go. It's not the next place to go. There's, yeah, considerably more to do apparently, with some of it leading down this way. I've completely gotten sidetracked from what I had thought I was doing today. Which I'm not against. I'm not against being sidetracked. Didn't expect it is all. Didn't expect it. What's this guy doing? Someone sold a coffin could convey its passengers upon a gentle cruise. The velvet garden of deepest purple. Oh, to slumber in such a paradise. You're on about climbing into a coffin and going off the waterfall, aren't you? Have we got to do that again? And immediately, no coffins. All we have is falling down here and then presumably jumping over that. Yes. There's also stuff on this side of the river. We've got two sides of the river. I'm gonna go down the safe side first. So this will give us an idea of what we might be up against on the other side. Just be careful where I drop down. Is this safe? This doesn't feel safe to drop down. This feels safer to drop down to. I guess we just go for it now. Wasn't quite as far as I thought it was actually. I thought that was further down. And it is a lighter coloration in the water. I think that isn't shallow water. That's just the light hitting the water. So make my way along back here. Gets me. Can I go up here? Yeah. Gets me to what should be shallower water. I can cross up here. We got big fiery dude. I'm gonna be honest, not worth fighting him. In my opinion at least. So yeah, largely he will be ignored. Yeah, leave him be. What have we got around here? We got golden sheep who do not drop anything useful. I had to just check. They might have. They might have. Oh, we've got one of these forager dudes. Hello, Mr. Forager. How are you? I'm glad you're doing well. He gave me another cookbook. How very kind. So where am I? Am I in this area? That's quite far to go. If so. I just want to know how I get the map. I mean, we've got lots of lightning. We've got the big sheeps. The big sheep. Mildly worrying, but more interestingly, another perfume bottle. I didn't think that would be a thing. I thought, I mean, we found the fire perfume bottle, and all the perfume guys I've seen have used fire. So I kind of assumed that was it. We'd be higher up, wouldn't it? Fire spark and lightning perfume bottles. With weirdly, fire spark being slightly better in terms of defense and such. However, the lightning one scales with faith. Fire spark scales only with dexterity. Why are the stat requirements just higher on the lightning? It doesn't seem that much better. But for a purely elemental damage weapon, that's a big dragon that's dead over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, for purely elemental weapons, that is a weird thing to think. It's elemental magic, sure. I've seen that about. That makes sense, but purely elemental weapons is... it's new to me, is what it is. Also, this is very pretty with all the blue flowers. The Cerulean Coast. This is lovely. It's not at all where I meant to go. Well, now I'm at a bit of a crossroads, haven't I? Did I do what I was meaning to do? I feel I should before I explore this area. But I've also just noticed. That's where the map is, where my marker is now. I'm gonna ignore the shadowy dudes, that is fine. Let's continue ignoring everyone. There's a dragon that's coming in. Can I continue ignoring everyone? I feel I shouldn't be ignoring the dragon. But I just want the map. I could come back for a dragon. I don't know, I'm not convinced. I mean, he's not really following. I think I'm fine. And that, I can't look at it just yet. I need to get away from the dragons so that I can actually do anything pretty much. Oh, and that is a big piece of map. Ow, that is a person attacking me. That gave me a fright. Okay, this bit should be safe. Got another checkpoint. Abandoned here my doubt and vacillation. Another fragment. We got some fancy flowers. I just want to look at the map. That's all I want. It's going to rest, make sure there's not anyone nearby. Apparently, upgrade my blessing. That's good. Yeah, we've got a big piece of map. And interestingly as well, there's something on this island. Because it's got the little separation on the coast, such as the mainland has, you can tell it's not just like a rock with nothing there. It's actually got a coast, meaning it's an island, which you can visit. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to exploring this area. I do, however, think it would make the most sense, sadly enough, to ignore down here and instead finish off up here first. Do this castle, fight that dragon. However, I think for now, I'll teleport back to the fort. We'll do that first next time. And then we'll fight the dragon, and then we'll go back to the area where I'd fought the guy in the boar. We'll go back up here after fighting through this area as well. That's the plan for next time though, hopefully, if I remember. I might not. For now, that is all. I'm enjoying this DLC, I'm enjoying exploring, it's good fun. Yeah, for now, that is everything. I hope you all have a lovely evening or day or whatever time it is for you. And I'll hopefully see you about. Bye for now.